I'm going to show you how to beat Bo Sorcerer. If she starts with this move in the air, she'll shoot 4 projectiles. The last one will be horizontal. Look at her arm. If it points up, that's when you want to dodge. You don't want to leave it too late. Then you can get in that backstab. I'll show my stats at the end. I'm currently level 51. If you're not comfortable with dodging a move, start backing away instead. Otherwise, I'm always going to get 3 to 4 hits in. Now she'll do another move where she says Starfall. And then after she says it, then dodge. So make sure she says the whole line first, Starfall, and then dodge, and then we can get another backstab in. Just be careful though, because sometimes she won't say Starfall. When she does this combo, wait for the last one. When her arm's pointing up in the air, that's when you want to dodge. Now back away, she'll shoot these magic orbs at you. Sometimes she'll do 2. When she points her sword, she'll lunge, so dodge, and then dodge again, and then do that heavy backstab. So make sure you dodge again after she's gone past you, if you're close enough to her, because she'll finish it off with a swing when she stops. So provided you've got the might or the feathers down the bottom there, that way you can get in that heavy backstab. Now halfway, just back away with these tornadoes. Good time to buff your weapon again, but don't do it yet, wait till she's nearly finished. But like I said, I'm using the wind force, 2 light attacks to get a feather or might, and then that way you can get a charged heavy where you don't have to hold down the heavy at all. You just press the heavy for the long sword skill, and that way you do that heavy with an easy stagger, and then follow it up with a backstab with a light attack. Second phase, she'll do a lot more ranged magic attacks. This one here, where you see the dots form above her, start strafing to the side and you will avoid them. I don't tend to hide behind the tree, because if she does a move where she shoots this at you, it'll go right through the tree, and if you don't see that, you're done. Now when she does some combos, just look at her arm. When she's about to swing down, dodge. When you see these on the ground, just back away, they'll explode. Now she'll do another move like the sky fall, but she doesn't say it sometimes, so just have to time it with the dodge, and then get in the heavy stagger, and then you get in the light attack backstab. And again, you don't have to hold down the heavy at all to charge it up, because I'm using the longsword ability, Wind Force. These ranged attacks is just a slight delayed dodge, unless you're really close. There's a move you don't get to see in this guide where you'll hear a noise like a dun, and that's where she's going to do a grab if you're up close to her. So just get rid of the dodge as soon as you hear like a noise. Now here's the ice again. Don't want to hide behind the tree because I want to see what she's doing. She's doing the heavenly stars, and sometimes she'll say that every time, except for the very first one at the start of the fight. So again, we got in that heavy attack with a supercharge. You don't have to hold it down, and she's staggered, and then the light attack to do the backstab. So that's the one you can really bait her to do, the heavenly stars, and keep waiting for her to do that. But I'm just going to go in and get in some hits while she's getting up, where if you're not comfortable with dodging, just start backing away while she's getting up. Okay, when you see the water disturbed again, just look up, you'll see the icicle form. So just start strafing to the side with the sprint, and they should miss. And again, I don't tend to hide behind the tree because I need to see this move here, because that'll go right through the tree. And they're usually easy to dodge anyway, once you get used to the pattern. Now, there's the things on the ground again, back away because they've got a delayed explosion. So as you can see, in phase 2 she does do a lot of ranged magic attacks. These icicles are really easy to dodge. Just start sprinting and strafe to the side with the lock on by clicking in that thumbstick. Heavenly stars, so 4 dodges. The last one will be horizontal. Look at her arm, when it's pointing up in the air, dodge, and you want to do it as early as possible, and then quickly get in that backstab. And like I said, you don't have to hold down the heavy charge at all with the longsword skill tree, which I'll show at the end with my stats. So she's just about done. Just wait to see what she does. And again, this one here, that's the one we want to wait for anyway. So again, just do that backstab. It's hard to time that lunge she does there, but just concentrate on her in the distance, and as soon as you see her arm point up in the air, dodge. Stick around for my stats. Now if you are following the White Robe Elder questline, probably a good idea that you should summon him with the bone whistle, and make sure you do select agree where you found him earlier in this area, so that way he'll give you the jade pendant as a reward. Now my stats, these are the needles I'm using, feathering, agility and temper, and this is the skill tree. The main 2 are Sword Saint and Wind Force, which allows me to do the charged heavy attack real quick without having to hold it down to wait for it to charge. Good luck.